Hola, bienvenidos. Hola, Robertito, seas bienvenido. Eh, Robertito, ¿estás vivo? Bueno, ya está aquí el Batmausito, el mismísimo. La Minecon empieza en 10 minutos. Ahora si me dan un momentito. Epa. Ya decía algo, se siente raro. He estado puesto al revés la mascarilla. Soy un capo, gente. Soy todo un capo. Problema resuelto. Ya. Ok. Espero que sepas inglés. Obvio que sé inglés, amigo. No te preocupes. Ok. Eh, tarararara. ¿Te imaginas el día que muestres tu cara no tengas mandíbula? Podría ser, podría ser. 5 minutos, gente, y ya empieza la Minecon. ¿Dónde es aquí? Uri. What the fuck. A ver. Eh... Oh no, le está dando una embolia a mi internet. Vamos, tú puedes, internet. Vamos, si llega a 1080. Ya. Ok. Ahorita van a ver un poco de la previa de la Minecon porque... No sé, me quedé sin ideas. ¡Pam!
I'm a bee! Did y'all see that? That was insanity! Yo, we stinging up in here! Check it out! I got a whole mess of powers! Y'all see him? It's bees! You can
Déjenme
just keep
le...
spawning in all these bees! I'm literally just right-clicking constant. Now the bees...
Oh.
마인크래프트 던전스 굿즈. 이렇게 봐야 되네. 개봉해 볼게요.
Arriba, Corea. Ok.
I found the mobs. I found them.
I think we found them.
Tararara.
Excuse me, I don't appreciate. No.
Está empezando, faltan 3 minutos.
Well, I gotta show you how to play my game. Are you watching?
Whoa, the bees are really angry.
Are you watching?
What did you do? Dude, the bees are
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna leave you to it. Perhaps one of these other huts has something helpful in it instead. Oh
Oh,
my gosh. No, that's
La abeja es el primer artrópodo del juego que vuela. Los demás que hay en el juego son el pez de plata, los endermitas, las arañas.
Quebra. Ok. Olha só tanto zumbi. Oi, zumbi. Tchau. 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 Tchau.
下一个任务是什么？
el Minecraft
在
verde.
家园获得50金币。3、2、1，茄子，分享给好友，就给你了，二哈的二哈哈。
Vamos, ya empiece.
Meu Deus, olha o porcão. Você tá vendo? Ele levou todos. É o Pumba. Cadê o Timão? Hakuna Matata.
No.
Und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren extremen, ultramäßig harten Challenge. Wir werden heute
Arriba
komplett
Alemania,
Minecraft
señores,
auf
arriba
den
Alemania.
Kopf stellen.
Oh, TNT, I'm taking this, okay?
Down. Steady.
What do I do with it? What do I do with it? It's on my head and I don't know what to do with it. Okay, give me an opportunity. Set me up.
Vamos.
Throw it.
¿Cuánto falta?
In the middle.
2 minutos.
Did it work?
Here we go.
3.
It there.
した後まさかの死んでしまうこともあるんですね。ちょっと。
Robaré.
Okej. Och du är glad, och du är glad. Nu, titta! Ha! Fast då har jag också förstört en sån där. Men
Vamos.
Ragazzi, è tutto nuovo. Oh mio Dio, hanno cambiato il Nether. Ci sarà tantissimo da esplorare e io non vedo l'ora. Il fuoco blu!
Speaking of food, nom. What? Don't take all the cakes. You gotta pay for those.
El daño y cómo vas creciendo tú como personaje depende de
Tortilla
dos
Squad.
cosas,
Oh,
el
Tortilla
nivel
Squad.
There they are. Look at them. Oh, they are so cute. And that, right there, ladies and gentlemen, is our first bee nest.
Look at that. I love seeing like the haze, the light beams.
El Minecraft RTX.
Teleport to Spoonerism? Where did you die?
Why would you want to teleport to me?
Oh, I'm doing it now.
Oh no.
Quisiera jugar esa wea. 3 espectadores. Oh, bien. What the fuck? Ya empieza, señores, ya empieza. Ya empieza. ¿Cómo que se me ve la cara ahí? Mojang Studios. Cave Update. Vamos, señores, Cave Update. Ya sé que sí se puede. Yo juego Minecraft Dungeons. Muy bien por ti. ¿Qué tal es? Un Strider. Cortale al Nelel. What? Vamos, zorrito. Bien. Hola, Andrés. Dudo que sea la clave update. Yo creo que sí. La anterior anunciaron el Nether, que fue un update bastante grande.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live
Por favor.
2020.
Y aparte tiene
I'm Lydia
temática de
Winters, your
cuevas,
host
por
and
favor.
chief
Yo tengo
storyteller
fe,
for
tengo
Mojang
fe.
Studios.
We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are
Oh, que ya
so
está
thankful you're
pregrabado, qué
joining us.
triste.
Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in
Ahorita
mind,
está diciendo
we want
que
to give the opportunity
todos sean
today
bienvenidos,
to
pero
take a
pese a
breath,
todos
have
los
fun,
desafíos
enjoy the
que
games
está
we love,
presentando el
and
mundo ahorita
celebrate
mismo,
all of
esto
you,
de la pandemia
our
y demás,
incredible Minecraft
que estamos
community.
aquí y
It won't
que
all be
nos
easy.
quieren mucho.
You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our
Spoilers de
team
la
has made
próxima
those
update.
decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios.
Bueno, y básicamente...
Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the... We're gonna tell you
¡Chinga!
right now.
Cave Update. Ya sé que es la Cave Update. Pero bueno, básicamente dijo que esta Minecon se va a botar un nuevo bot. Hay que digo un nuevo mod. Y vamos a tener nuevas cosas para nuestros juegos favoritos de Minecraft.
The update that we know that so many of you
Cave
and well,
update.
so many of us
Cave
as well
update.
has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
¡Sí! Cave Update. ¡Vamos! Vamos, aplauda.
It must feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always
Cave
thinking
update,
about, like, when is
señores.
the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. Like, this is such a
Cave
big
update,
update,
señores.
and I'm so excited.
How are
Cave
you feeling,
update.
Agnes?
Great.
Las
like,
cuevas van a
it's
estar
so great.
tuneadas
So
desde ahora.
we have been working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we can't wait to tell everyone. And now we just announced it, and it feels
It's so
just
we're actually
amazing.
getting our first live look at some reactions.
Oh.
Okay, that's very cute.
So cute.
Vamos, qué bien. En serio, esto es
Those
muy
mobs
bueno,
are
señores.
very, very excited. This year we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show.
Ahorita
This
dice
first
que
question
pidió a la
definitely
comunidad
feels like something
que
everyone
hagan
wants to
preguntas
know.
que van a responder en
Mi
el show.
pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado
¡La
tanto en
Kim!
actualizar
¡La
las
Kim!
cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
¡El Kim!
Why has it taken so long?
Ahorita
Like
preguntó-
Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
A ver.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So since this update really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we don't want to rush it. But now
Hostia,
feels the right
hostia.
time. Like
La
we've
Cave
spent
update,
the time
señores,
we
qué
need to really,
bien.
like understand the vision we have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also like planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this and like as epic update as possible.
Bueno,
And we
ahorita
have also
básicamente
hired
dijo
some
que
new amazing developers
se demoraron tanto en la
If
Cave
you're one of
Update
the
para, en
amazing
primer lugar,
developers,
trabajar un
Brandon.
poco con la comunidad
Yeah,
para
I
ver qué
joined
querían y
this year
demás.
in January, and I actually came
Y
from the
para
community. I
planearla
used to do
bien y
modding
que no
for
salga
10
mal, porque
years.
Cave Update,
One of the
señores,
first
Cave
mods I
Update.
worked on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that had sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
It's so happy to
Epic gamer moment.
We have
Da.
another creator question.
Otra pregunta.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Esa pregunta es,
Yeah, I mean, with
¿hicieron
this
las
update, we're
cuevas
making
más
sure that we
complejas
can
para
have as much
los jugadores que ya
variation
van
as
un
possible
tiempo
within
o
the
más
actual
simples
caves
para
themselves,
jugadores
but we want to
que
make
son
sure
nuevos?
that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because you know we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles
Oh.
to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big
O sea, este update es para todos, señores. Para nuevos, para viejos, para todos.
Yeah,
Qué bien, qué bien, qué bien.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good like fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we like prioritize between different features, and also when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this
Hostia,
update.
qué
And the
update,
first one
señores.
is actually all
Wow.
about like, the spectacular mountains, the snowy
Esto es
snow,
muy
and the
bueno.
mischievous goats.
Esto es muy, muy, muy
Because
bueno.
at last year's live, the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise.
Bueno, también se van a actualizar las montañas, algo...
Yeah, and
Wow.
another pillar that we actually integrated into this was adding strategy to mining. So of course Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted to see if we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in
Añadieron
the
una
caves.
estrategia para
And the
minar.
third
Eso
pillar
sí me suena
is
medio
to
raro.
create
Una
an
estrategia para
underground
minar.
marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes. And one of
Biomas
them
de
is the
cueva,
lush
biomas
caves.
de cueva. Biomas de cueva, señores. Ok, nueva hoja. Lush Caves. Oh, son cuevas naturales. ¡Oh! ¡Qué bonito, señores! ¡Wow! ¡Wow! Se ve bastante bien, la verdad. Muy bien se ve. Muy bien, señores. ¿Qué pedo con su peinado? Ah, de la acne. Es una usuaria de Stamp. Con eso te lo digo todo.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, you know, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features
Hostia,
inside
se
of
ve
it.
súper
So for
bien.
this, we wanted
Súper
something
bien.
which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually
Está
like
piola, sí
vegetation
está
above
bien
you,
piola.
vegetation
Está
around
hermoso.
you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer, because in his paintings it's always or often
Se
at least,
inspiraron
like a
en
tiny
pinturas de un
character,
pintor
and then
sueco.
it's like
Nada
huge
mal,
forest,
nada
and you
mal.
see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new
No, o sea,
plants in the
me
lush
parece
caves.
súper bien porque dice que esto
Yes,
hicieron
so
con mucha
I don't know if you
emoción,
saw, but there
mucho
was this
cariño y
new
demás.
tree
Es
that
que,
was actually
wow,
above on the
wow,
overworld,
señores.
and this is called an azalea tree. So it's a unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for players, and if you actually find this and start going down
Nueva
its
clan.
roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where you know there are certain landmarks
O sea,
which will allow
donde
you
se
to
encuentre
understand what you're doing.
el árbol de azalea, mirando hacia
Another
abajo
one
vas
of
a
the new blocks
encontrar
is a
las
block
nuevas
called
cuevas,
Spore
wow.
Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave, and it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update, but the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
O sea, dice que va a haber una flor que va a tener unas partículas como en la Nether Update, pero a esta la vas a poder mover a cualquier lado para que tengas esas partículas donde tú
In
quieras.
the lush caves, and they have glow berries on them, and these are actually a light source. And you can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else. And they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just, you know, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, you know, content creators making maps.
Bueno, esa cosa, si te paras mucho tiempo ahí, se va a bajar. Mire, mire, mire.
That's kind of neat.
It's so beautiful in there, and there's actually a mob coming to the lush
Un
caves.
mob. Ay, no. Un mob en las
But
cuevas.
we will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show, we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
Más cosas, qué bien.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two, at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
La generación de cuevas está mucho mejor.
Yeah, so as
Oh,
you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the
Hostia.
old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get.
Oh.
And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
cuevas de agua. O sea, en parte bien, pero un poquito difíciles de explorar.
So
a
in
veces.
one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we
Wow,
get
o
naturally
sea,
generated
se ve muy
waterfalls,
bien.
which is so pretty.
Muy bien se ve.
It also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we actually
O
were
sea,
playtesting,
se ve
and
súper
then
bien.
one of the devs like,
Y también
"Look
hay
at this,
cosas.
it's so fun," and all of
Es
us
que,
started to
wow.
ride the boat on the waterfalls. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Ya, perfecto.
Now, will that only be for
Ahí dijo
the
que
like
los-
normal
los-
caves, or will this run
las
across
menas de
all of the
los-
new cave biomes?
De los.
So the really
De las
cool
cosas
thing is that,
de hierro,
like,
de
the new
oro.
cave shapes and
Están brillando
sizes
ahí, pero
is
no van a
completely
brillar en el juego.
independent
Brillan
from
por
new biomes.
motivos
So
de
that means that there's
desarrollo.
so much variation. Because, for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate, in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome.
Se ve muy bien,
we're really
realmente.
gonna have
O sea,
lots of
esas
variation on the ground.
estalactitas y
You've been
estalagmitas.
calling two
¡mua!
of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss
Muy peligroso, ya no
cheese?
necesito
like
picar
that's
mucho
how
para una
varied
granja de
the
slimes.
caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot, yeah. Some of the
Tiene
caves, for
más
example, have
variaciones
really
que el
high
Overworld.
pillars,
Hostia.
and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Otro.
Yes, so we
Otro
have
bioma,
the
otro bioma,
Dripstone
señores.
Caves biome. And whenever I think about
Oh.
the idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head.
Oh.
But adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this. So you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall on these
Si te caes en
dripstones,
eso te mueres, no.
you get hurt.
Of course.
F.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Mi PC va a explotar con
maybe saw in the
eso,
video
F.
that, like, from the stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
Si pones un caldero debajo de una estalactita
stalactites
o estalagmita, no
and
estoy tan
stalagmites?
seguro.
But
Vas a
that's a
poder
very good
llenarlo con
question.
agua, wow.
It's been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Estalactita arriba, estalagmita arriba,
All of
abajo.
For a long time, like even.
Me gusta, a mí
And you
también.
have something
Piola.
really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes.
Redstone, a ver,
we've
¿qué
actually
es?
been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too
¿qué?
much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So
Un
if
mob
we look at the
que
video,
sale de
we can
resto.
actually see that there is
Oh.
it's basically this growth, and this is
Cool
called the
growth.
skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can
Oh.
see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players.
Redstone,
We even
literalmente
have a
de
mechanic
área, o
around
sea,
it
va a
where you can
detectar
actually
pasos o
use
cosas que se
wool
pongan
with
ahí.
wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now.
A ver, veamos.
And as you can see here, I walked next to the
Oh.
skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor.
O sea, esa cosa siente vibraciones,
This can
vaya.
allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wool blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow,
O sea, esa cosa
it could
detecta
be
cualquier tipo de
footsteps, it could be
vibración,
blocks,
pasos
anything.
y demás. Wow.
So cool.
Yeah.
And another thing, we actually, well, we had a bit of a happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
Oh.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And well, you can just build so many cool
Redstone
things
sin
with that.
necesidad
It'll be
de
exciting to see
poner
what the community
escaleras,
build.
o sea,
Yeah, you're really
conexiones.
looking
Wow,
for community
wireless.
feedback to
Sin
make sure
cables,
this
wow.
like feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is
Es como
such
un
a unique
observer
mechanic,
avanzado,
we
exacto.
really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
Qué bien, qué bien.
And now we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs
A
update.
ver, el mob.
And this is a very scary mob. And it
Un
lives
mob
in
que
the
da miedo. No,
deepest
no,
of
no,
the
no, no.
underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place.
Yo tener
and the
miedo.
cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft. And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting
mob
mechanics.
ciego en Minecraft.
So instead,
Qué
it
bien.
will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't like very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with
Por
this
favor,
mob,
que no
we
sea
really
algo
wanted to make
gigante.
sure that we kind of
A
recaptured that
verlo.
feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And like we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to
Sí,
make
da
sure that
miedo
we can kind
Minecraft
of
a
go back
veces.
to that. I mean, caves can be scary. They're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely
No.
for the warden.
Warden. Oh. Se ve súper bien. Warden. ¿Cuál es el Warden? Oh no. ¿Por qué te da ceguera? No, ¿por qué te da ceguera? No. Oh, ahora hay velas. Hay velas, chicos. Hay velas. ¿Qué eso parece una nueva estructura? No, te da ceguera. Qué feo. Nuevas estructuras, perfecto. No. Yo no lo veo, señores, yo no lo veo. ¿Qué es esa wea, señor? ¿Qué es esa wea? Oh, no. Oh. Interesante cómo funciona. Las vibraciones las escucha, jaja. Lo bueno es que no te ataca en la distancia. Pero sí es rapidísimo. No, no, no. No se muere. No se muere. Mátalo mal. No. Resistió 4 espadazos de una espada de nederita. Oh.
It's a very different mob. I'm really excited for
¿Quién
this
tiene la
because
hotbar
not
así?
only
¿Quién
is
pone
it
las
trying to be
flechas de la
scary,
hotbar?
it's, you know, we
Muchas
had to keep a
personas.
balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's
Full
very
netherite.
powerful. You definitely want to watch
mob.
out. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an
Le
interesting
mató de 2
gameplay,
golpes
'cause,
y
like,
estaba full
if you want to,
netherite.
you
No.
can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take
Oh.
everyone back to that first night
Oh.
experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, you know, 10 years later.
Yeah. But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
Solo dicen que
really
quieren dar esa
balance sort of the
experiencia
look
de
of
la
it. It's
primera
like-
noche en
it's-
Minecraft, o
it's
sea, ese
almost
miedo que se
cute,
siente.
But also really, really terrifying. How did you decide?
We actually worked a lot on like how does scariness look in
Oh,
Minecraft,
Dios.
because we wanted to be very scary and we didn't want to take away from the scariness,
Es
but we felt
gigante.
let's add some derpiness to it, so it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which
It's
I
cute,
think
no.
it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Da miedo esa cosa.
It really has
Amazing.
character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Oh,
Cave
okay,
update,
that's
señores.
amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets.
Todo el mundo está
So-
emocionado, qué bien.
It's lovely. It's like we really developed this game together with
¿De
the
qué,
community.
¿De qué
and
te
now to see
perdiste,
that people are
Sebas?
so
Te
happy.
perdiste del anuncio de la Cave Update, nuevo bioma,
Yeah,
nuevo
honestly,
mob y
it's
nuevo
such a
bloque de
privilege to work
redstone
on a
que
game
funciona
like
con
this and an
vibraciones.
update like this,
Te
and,
perdiste de todo eso,
we
Sebas.
just love this game and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Y también van a
Thank
actualizar
you
las
so
montañas,
much,
creo que
Agnes and
ahorita...
Brandon. That
creo
was
que eso
a
van a
lot
anunciar
of
después.
amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show.
Wow,
Now
señores,
let's head
la
over
Cave
to
Update.
our Minecraft Live correspondent, UwU. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last
Madre
year.
no. Minecraft Live, corresponden. A ver, creo que ahorita es la votación.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm UwU, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first,
El
we have a
mob.
message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey Minecraft community, it's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft
Ya,
The
¿tú qué haces?
Island. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you'll enjoy the
Ah,
sequel,
este es el que...
Minecraft The Mountain, where our character
Oh,
leaves
este es
the
el que escribió el
island
libro.
and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers another castaway, and together the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming
Oh.
out in 2021, available for
2021.
pre-order right now.
Yo solo
And
me
as
quiero comprar
always,
las Biblias de
thank you
estas de
for
crafteo.
embracing all
Es
Minecraft
que quiero aprenderme bien los crafteos.
That sounds awesome. Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after
Bioma de montañas,
intense
bioma de
rounds of
montañas,
voting.
señores, bioma de
Well,
montañas.
I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update.
A ver, veamos, veamos, veamos. Oh,
goats. They're both
Cabras.
mischievous and
Ve
adorable
cómo saltan.
at the same
Wow.
time. As you can see, they live on the mountains. And if you aren't careful, they might knock you off.
Oh,
They also have excellent jumping skills.
saltan bastante.
We'll also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic
Nueva
mountains
generación, o
with
sea,
height-dependent
mejor generación de
generation.
montañas.
That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also
¿Cómo vas a
have a new
hacer
block called powder
más
snow, which will
nieveosa
be a kind
la
of
nieve?
trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to
A ver,
choose from.
veamos, veamos,
And to
veamos.
introduce them, we once again
Los nuevos
have
mobs.
Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Belleza son montañas, confirmo. Moveloon.
Oh. Bees and moo blooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like?
Yo voy a
about
votar
these
por esa.
beautiful
Ese es el
bovines?
mejor mob que
We
me
are
conviene.
friends, right, Agnes?
No, no frencioneo.
Why do we have to record
I
these
solo
videos
get-
on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The isolager is a new illager that lives on
Es un
mountain
illager.
tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks
Es
you
hostil.
with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens?
Se ve bien, se
Do
ve
you
bien.
ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Yo no voto por
Sure
eso.
you do.
Es
Well,
inútil.
wish
El
no
calamar es
more.
inútil.
Meet the glow
Y
squid.
ese solo le da lucecitas.
What was I meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk, must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting.
Hostia.
They're so tiny and they're so susceptible to distraction. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how...
What? What?
Hello? Oh,
Hola, hola.
hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But, okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how
Qué bien, no lo
you
dejé
can be a part
frencionado.
of what is likely to be an epic showdown.
Se va-
Don't let
Las
this
vacas
decision
tienen
be
mi
made
voto
without
solo
your
por
voice.
spawnear en campos de
Be
flores.
ready
Se vas
to
Virgo.
cast your votes. First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't,
Ok, sí
go
tengo
to
cuenta de
twitter.com,
Twitter.
sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you know when the voting
Minecraft.
starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully,
Minecraft.
debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the
Perfecto.
mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions,
Yeah.
and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your
Ya,
favorite mob.
perfecto. Este hombre nos va a avisar cuando se vota para el bot. Aventuras en Minecraft Earth.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you, our amazing community. It's been so fun seeing what you've
A
been
ver.
doing with the game.
A ver.
I've seen lots of
Yo no lo he
creations
jugado,
shared
pero
each
a
week,
ver.
and I wish I were that
Bueno, me voy
creative.
un rato.
I
Bueno,
mean,
Sebas.
wow.
Que la fuerza te acompañe.
While everyone has been discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home.
Cristal de aventura, what?
My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early
5
access.
millones de jugadores.
Holy
Wow.
moo bloom, that is amazing. I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock.
Ya, por favor.
Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we
A
have
ver.
2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth.
A ver,
and I
nuevos
hear they're
mods
going
en
to make
Minecraft Earth.
quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How cool is that?
Oh, qué bien.
I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for, but what I am saying is one of these mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest. So
La vaca.
choose wisely. In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added slime ball and slime blocks. With that,
No,
I'm
yo
super
no
excited to let
juego
you know
Minecraft
that
Earth.
we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you make with blocks, items, and now redstone contraptions. Our friends Mumbo, Jumbo, and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth road trip and made their
Yeah.
own awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Veamos
Hello
a
everyone, my
lo...
name's Mumbo, this is my friend Grian, and this
Los
is my
sneak peeks.
1974 VW bus.
There's no air conditioning, there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no
Documenta el tiempo, jaja.
I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you would usually expect to find in a car these days.
We are
Básicamente
embarking on a
es
grand
ridículamente lenta esa
going from
van.
the south coast
Jaja.
up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
Tararara, tararara, tararara.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van. This is a Minecraft Earth road trip.
What?
In a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all, but we just really wanted to go to them,
una llama.
so we did.
Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Hostia.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite
Badminton,
dangerous to
what?
onlookers.
Sorry, Josh.
El juego lo tiene todo.
Real-life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle, there we go, look, it's our sand block.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to
Oh,
see
qué
the
bien, qué
full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
Oh, que es una
Wow,
serie
it
que van
looks
a
like
salir
Mumbo
en
Jumbo
sus
and
canales.
Brian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team.
Ya.
We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series called How We Make Minecraft.
Ah,
which honestly
este es el
feels
How We
sort of
Make
risky.
Minecraft.
And guess
Que
what?
te
We
enseñan
have
cómo
lots
hicieron a
more
Minecraft,
awesome
jaja.
Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Minecraft Earth vale... No, no vale. Pero sí es bastante irrelevante. How We Made Minecraft.
How can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know a cactus has pricklies, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Everyone
starts panicking.
¿Y esto? Ah, es del How We Made Minecraft.
Please like and subscribe.
Porfa, dime que la votación ya está.
But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018,
La gente votó por los fantasmas. No.
fantastic foxes. Last year, it was
Yo no
the
sabía eso.
mountains with our soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years.
A ver, let me see.
So I decided to make my
Oh.
own versions of our 3 mob choices. Hi, babies.
Hi, babies.
For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months.
3 meses cada
Anyway,
uno.
all the way from
No.
Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moobloom. I hear they
Vamos.
may come with a new
La
flower,
vaquita va a
the
ganar,
buttercup,
yo lo sé.
and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the glow squid. As the tiny trio will surely attest, they sure are distracting to look at. The first voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account. Make sure you're logged in, go to the poll right now, and click the mob you want to win.
¿Dónde está?
We'll check back in before we start the second and final poll.
¿Dónde está?
Now, though, I'd like
No,
to
¿dónde
welcome
está?
Laura to my desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi.
Vamos.
Thanks for having me.
Ya está
Very
activo.
excited that you're here.
Por favor, quiero
what
votar
do
por la
you
vaquita.
do at
¿Dónde está la
Mojang
vaquita?
Studios?
I am a game designer, which means I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are. So I'm sorry about that one. You can blame me for that.
I think people will blame you
A
for
ver,
that.
¿dónde está?
It's okay.
While I have you
¿Dónde
here on the
estás?
stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say
Ok,
I
todo
am
lo que
voting
han
for the
anunciado están
Astrologer,
subiendo en
my
el
team
Twitter,
will
así
kill
que
me.
si
So,
están
but
aburridos
it's an
vayan al
amazing
Twitter. No,
mod.
mentira.
It brings a lot of fun to
Quédense aquí,
Dungeons,
por
and
favor.
I think it will bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Déjenme
Okay.
ver.
I figured you would say that, but I had to.
Ay, señores, esto es
So
muy
tell me
bueno.
about the launch of Dungeons this year.
¿Dónde
Oh
está?
wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like,
Para-
massive
a
Teams
ver.
call and like sharing streams with each other and sharing videos and comments
No.
from players, and it was very good. It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing from the release?
I think it was how people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone
A
just sit
ver,
together
vamos.
and play
Yo sé
and
que se
enjoy.
puede.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe
A ver.
that we like got close to the end.
Hasta
It was
cosas
like,
que
nope,
pasan en Minecraft Dungeons, que
time
no
to
juego,
go
por
to local
cierto.
creepers. They absolutely hate you, these creepers. Oh yeah, Tom, you're welcome to join actually.
あ、待って待って、結構減った結
Oh.
構減った。最後殴りに行っていい？お前おらお前
Ora.
So the village merchant,
Ora.
a really cool merchant, simple, straightforward items, and definitely a nice addition to the game. A
Yeah.
good replacement for the wandering trader. Now let's go check in with
Ya
our
no
friend
sé
the
de lo que
blacksmith
hablan.
here. This is
Qué
definitely
bien.
something that I'm looking forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
Pô, tem que matar o maguinho. Ai, morri. Galera, me ajuda.
Calma aí, eu vou te ressuscitar. Calma aí, eu vou dar cover aqui.
Ok. No, mató una oveja.
Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, I see what's going on here.
Un heli de wood. Ok. Hostia, se atrasó esta cosa. Ya. Ya, perfecto. Todo peor.
Stop killing the pandas!
Jaja, está matando pandas.
Our villager's right there. You are free, villager.
You must find the caravan of other villagers. Ooh, I got invisibility potion. What is that?
와, 맵 엄청 많이
Se ve bien el juego, quisiera probarlo.
늪지, 목장, 협곡,
Quisiera tener una buena
레드스톤,
PC.
여기 거의 끝판대 잡은 거 아니야?
Ok. Ya. Moobloom.
You right?
Yeah. I put my
Oh, look! There's a pig. Kill the pig! Get the pig!
¿En dónde se vota en el Twitter de Minecraft?
That looks so fun.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
Yes, I hope so at least.
But this
Yeah.
week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month it's been a
Otra
crazy
cosa
month. Like we
para
haven't stopped
Minecraft Dungeons.
doing things.
Veamos.
I feel we released first the Creeping Winter together with our new merchants and the new daily trials, which was awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so fun. I really like that. And this
Puedes
week we just
jugarlo en
launched
el
in
teléfono en
China,
Minecraft
so now
Dungeons
we
y
get
yo
to
no sabía.
welcome our
Voy
Chinese
a
friends to
ver
the
si lo
community,
consigo.
and I am
Y
super happy about
perdimos
that.
todos los
That's really
espectadores
exciting.
porque esta cosa
So
se
now we have
volvió
a
más o menos
question from the
aburrida.
community
Qué
for
triste.
Right.
ということで私から質問です。マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの
Ay,
今後
señores,
について教
está
えて
ganando
く
el
ださい。
pulpo. No, exacto, qué
どのような
tontera. El
コンテンツ
pulpo
が
es una
リリー
tontera.
スさ
No
れるで
tiene
しょう
que
か。
ganar el
ぜひ
pulpo.
教えてください。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, he kind of snuck 2 questions into that.
Yes, but they were great,
No
great,
tiene que
great
ganar el
questions.
pulpo.
And thank you for sending them. Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard on making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere, but players are so smart. They found it so fast. So if you haven't played the mushroom level, go check it out, because it's very fun.
And the
Señores,
second question?
Right.
vamos.
So that's what we are here to talk about today. We're going to talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our
Un
friends at
DLC
Double 11.
para
And that's
Minecraft
called the
Dungeons.
Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have 4
Nintendo
members
Switch.
of the Dungeons team with us. Here's Mariana at the Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about.
Crossplay, qué
So
bien.
people can play together from everywhere.
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our first look at the mountains biome coming to dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, we were so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to dungeons, and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons, so we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes.
Quiero probar ese
Wind
juego.
is a mechanic that we're gonna explore a lot in the mountains missions. And the players will be both challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful. But at the same time, you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
What
muy
is
bien.
this we're looking at?
Right, so yeah, our mountains biomes are so tall that the player will need to find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's
Qué bien, señores, esto es muy bueno.
There's gonna be full of like these little contraptions all around.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes.
Creo que hay bajos de
Yeah, the
FPS,
goats are
señores.
all around and you need
Ya
to
no es
be
mi
careful
culpa
with them.
yo no tener mucha RAM,
They're
jaja,
really gonna push you
discúlpenme.
out of the edge if you're not too careful.
Oh, Dios mío, se ve fatal, ahorita lo veo. No.
And as you'll see in a bit, the
Lo siento,
isologers that
gente,
you
esto
can
ya no
find in
depende de
this
mí, esto
mission,
depende de
and
mi
in all the mountains
internet.
missions are very ready for the weather, so they are wearing their little
A
cozy
ver.
clothes, and they're wind resistant, which means that while the player will be challenged by the wind, the isologers won't.
Oh, what are these?
These are new mobs called the wind callers, and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to
Un
Minecraft
Ravager,
Dungeons.
no.
That's another Minecraft mob that we get to welcome. They're quite sturdy.
What do the wind colors do?
Right, the
Oh,
wind
hay
callers
rayos.
spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up.
Ok,
So the player gets
3
fall
espectadores,
damage.
muy bien, estamos
It's very
recuperando.
important to deal with them quick
Ya
or
me
run
perdí,
away,
sí,
because
igual.
they're gonna be
O sea,
they're
solo
gonna
están
be
anunciando
painful
nuevos
combat
mobs
otherwise.
para el
Well, they're doing a pretty
Minecraft
good job.
Dungeons. Van a meter un mob
Yes,
enemigo que te hace vientito y el Ravager.
Okay,
Ooh.
3 Ravagers.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so far, I can see that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh, that was an isologer. I wanted to say, like, that's
miren,
my
pillagers.
favorite mob, but you know,
But
it went
didn't
too
stay
fast.
around too long.
Yes.
All right, we're leading up to this big
Oh,
Ravager
las
battle.
abejas te ayudan.
But I think
Interesante.
we can let our adventurers
No,
deal
lo
with the
mataron.
Ravagers.
No.
Not very well.
No.
Pero tírenle la TNT, amigos.
So, with
Tu mamá
all
está
of
viendo.
this, you also
What
have
the
a
fuck?
new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very
Aguanten.
soon, and it's going to be for all the players for free, and that's called
Ya,
Apocalypse
perdón.
Plus, which means
Apocalypse
that we're
Plus.
making the game just, you know, harder
Interesante.
a
A
bit
ver,
at a
quiero,
time.
quiero ir.
Yeah.
When you
we're-
call
Quiero
something
escuchar esto.
apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get
Oh,
to
Dios
find new
mío, está
challenges,
lentísima
and
esta
we
máquina.
found different ways to tweak the balance of the
Perdónenme
challenges.
mucho por los
different
bajos de
every time.
FPS.
But-
No depende de mí.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But
Hostia
yeah, we have
puta.
today
No, se
a
ve
little
feo.
video
No,
with a
no,
lot
no,
of
no,
work
no,
in
dejen.
progress. Work in progress.
Oh,
though.
es mi internet.
Yes. But yeah, I think we should look at the video.
Wait, that's my line.
A ver, su Steam
sorry.
tiene problemas. Sí, ya sé que tiene problemas. Va lento, va muy lento. Ay. Bueno, discúlpenme mucho, señores. Ya saben, no depende mucho de mí. Ok, perfecto. Esto no me interesa mucho. Lo que no sabía es que hay Nether en el dungeon. Se ve interesante, sí quisiera jugar. La vaquita va a ganar la votación, yo lo sé, yo tengo esa esperanza. Ya, perfecto. Vamos. Minecraft Dungeons.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition. Students
Minecraft
around the world
Education
are able
Edition.
to learn in exciting and
¿Y ahora qué van
interactive
a meter ahí?
ways using the game as a learning-based platform. Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are able to collaborate, learn, and share together.
Ya, perfecto.
Minecraft has always been a way to connect people, and we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition being used in remote learning.
Oh.
When you're in the game, you don't have to feel so far away from
Los
your
países
classmates.
desarrollados
From
usan
creating
Minecraft
graduation ceremonies
para
in
enseñar. Qué
Japan,
bien,
to
señores, eso
creating
es muy
first
bueno.
day orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups.
A ver,
We've
quiero
seen
ver, quiero
students
ver.
and teachers using the game in incredible ways. Today, we're launching our first ever Minecraft Education Edition Global Challenge for students around the
Un
world to
challenge
build a better
del
world with
Education
us.
Edition, veamos.
Over the past few months, we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of Barcelona. But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build healthy spaces for humans and animals to coexist together. What will you
Ahorita van a
build?
hacer un concurso
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer
para
on the Minecraft team.
que en el mundo la gente construya espacios que sean saludables para humanos y para animales en el Minecraft.
And if I were to design a build for the global championship, I would make a house
Nice.
with a
Yo tengo
habitat
clase
for
de
my cats
matemáticas de
on top.
Minecraft Education, ¿no?
call
Oh,
it
no, ya quisiera XD, sí, yo también. La vaca remonta, yo sé que sí se puede. Oh,
Hola,
Japón.
nosotros somos los hermanos Leo y si estuviéramos participando en la dinámica mundial de Minecraft construiríamos unas viviendas camufladas con la vegetación del entorno para que los animales no se espanten. ¡Participa!
Ok.
Design and build
Ok.
your own solution in Minecraft Education Edition. For the chance to win Mine Coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The
Oh.
championship opens today.
Ah, interesante.
You
Si
can
tuviese
register
con quién
today and
construirlo
download
haría.
the Championship World Template. We can't wait to see your amazing ideas, and Jens and I can't wait to see the winner on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education
A
team
ver.
has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with
Oh,
some amazing
añadieron, ¿cómo
educators
se
on a
llama?
new series
Cosas
about
educativas
diversity and
gratis
inclusion
en el
coming
Minecraft
this fall.
Marketplace.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of Minecraft lessons that will help people explore topics
Achoo.
of social justice, equity, identity, and
Achoo.
tolerance. The first of these lessons is called
Okay.
Good Trouble, and it's based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about social justice from across the world and through time.
Yo quiero ver
From
la
Black
segunda
Lives
parte
Matter
del
to
update.
Malala's quest in
Apuren,
Pakistan to
hablen,
achieve
porfi.
equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we commemorated Juneteenth with contributions to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world.
Para mantener vivo el stream. Voy a hacer esto.
Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft
se me acabaron las ideas, lo
but
siento
not to worry.
mucho.
You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
Nuevas cosas, esto sí me interesa.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our projects, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together.
Bueno,
but honestly, everyone is so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book.
¿Qué es eso? Escribí un libro.
Game design book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas
un poco
about
guiar a los nuevos
for
empleados de
Vanilla in
Minecraft,
particular, there are some guiding principles
de Minecraft,
that
o
are
sea, de
going to
Mojang,
help us
y que eso es
continue
para
updating the game
ayudar a
for
la
many
gente.
years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so
Vamos,
people can kind of
vamos.
see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely. So one of these guiding principles is it maybe sounds obvious, but that is it's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever, and you trigger one TNT, and of course that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time.
Yeah.
And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone, let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going, and then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy paste or make templates and such,
Ponte, al ver que al jugar con alguien y al ver que está haciendo una casa o algo así, tú al ver cómo está haciendo poco a poco, entiendes lo que hace y vas y le ayudas. Obviamente, si eres buena persona.
So it's important to retain that feeling.
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
Ok, que no te dé una embolia, que no te dé una embolia.
我的世界的中国玩家，大家好，感谢你的提问。
Wow,
yes, the Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But
Hola, Emilio.
About the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters,
sí, Milo. Ahorita que llegas. Anunciaron la Cave Update, yay. Y también la update en las montañas. Y un nuevo mod en las cuevas. Esto es muy bueno. ¿Qué han presentado? Eso mismo te acabo de decir. La Cave Update, 2 biomas para la Cave Update, un nuevo bloque de redstone. Cámara, ¿qué pasó? What? Les dio una embolia, no me digas. Bueno, eso básicamente.
But there's
Y un
definitely
nuevo mod
a few
que
I can
está
think of that
rotísimo.
maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases like Endermen can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden. But there's also the worst thing is of course lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have a plan for that.
Exciting.
Okay.
So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update. I wanted to help
lo último en lo que trabajó
where I can.
fue la netherite. Nice.
But
Mi cerebro hizo un backup de cuando tenía 3 años. What the fuck,
since
okay,
I'm
no.
working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfways and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands off. But recently I've of course also been working a little bit on making
Yo dice que estoy diciendo. Sí, yo tampoco.
Snapshots.
That leads us to another community question.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Oh no, o sea, ¿qué van a meter? O sea, ¿qué mecánicas de combate van a meter en el juego, en la Java?
We currently have a problem that on the 2 different editions of the game, there are different combat mechanics or combat systems. And that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community that wants to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity. But I still want to make sure that we make a system that is kind of fits with the building and that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors.
O sea, dice que va a diseñar una, o sea, que están diseñando una nueva mecánica de combate que no se centre de solo pelear, sino que también en la construcción. Que esto ya es Fortnite, no es broma.
Feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard, and when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger, and we also want to improve touch, like the touch experience. So it's a lot of doing.
Minecraft para Play 5 confirmado.
But you said you weren't working on feature development, but
yeah, it's
you
true.
are working on combat?
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar.
What?
But in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content upgrades. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said. You don't want to
do this. En algún futuro
and they will have to carry it over the finish line. Yes.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about Alex and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes,
cierto, el Steve va a aparecer en el Smash,
just
en
like I
Super
said,
Smash Bros.
My job gets easier because everyone's so talented, and just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing Super Smash Brothers fighter.
Oh.
And Sakurai has also made a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
A ver, quiero ver.
El
Smash Bros, me olvidé el nombre. Es Sakurai.
空の桜井正宏です。スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前に特別放送をお届けしたのですが、 見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方はぜひご覧ください。スマブラであることを忘れるぐらいマインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきます。
$6. Si tuviera Switch me lo compraría.
アレックスがピカチュウと戦う。ゾンビやエンダーマンをアクションゲームで操作できる。
También puedes controlar al zombie y al Enderman. No, esto sí está piolísimo, en serio. En serio, watchen.
そして私も、マインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの、発表を楽しみにしています。それでは。
Sakurai dice que es fan de Minecraft. ¡Qué bien!
Yes. And it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Bueno, señores.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to switch gears here. You have a sort of famous saying within the office, which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. And why do you think that?
Yeah, I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
Yo volví, jaja, estaba en clases.
I think
Piola.
Minecraft
Ojalá te haya ido bien.
People's creativity and helps them collaborate.
Igual no te perdiste de mucho.
Like,
solo que el Glow Squid va ganando. So, ¿quién vota por el Glow Squid? En serio, ¿quién está tan enfermo? No, mentira.
I know that you also are
very engaged. ¿Por qué?
Building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, Jens. Thanks. I mean, I think it's... I feel so privileged to work on Minecraft because of all the amazing things that people do with it, from Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block, which is our partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
6 espectadores muy... ¡Oh! Este es nuestro máximo, gracias. Kosovo 2020.
I love this place, it's such a nice area, but it has not always been like this.
Clases en sábado, sí, eso existe aquí. Kosovo.
Well, before the area felt very cold and unsafe. Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Amigos.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods. Kosovo has been impacted by years of conflict, and in those situations we often see communities divided and public spaces neglected.
It was a really cool project because even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
It was very fun.
Esto me parece interesante, o sea, ponte que gente de su propia ciudad esté en Minecraft para rediseñarla o hacerla mejor, eso es bueno. Eso es en 2015.
It's been 5 years since we participated in the program, and the street since then has become more developed and it is now more frequented than before.
Oh wow.
It seemed kind of unbelievable that this was made with Minecraft. So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me. It's unbelievable that we were able to make reality what was once only an idea in our computer screen.
Wow.
Finally, decision makers have changed their
perspective. Yo veo, sí, tiene muchos bajones de FPS. No es culpa mía, esta cosa le está dando una embolia, lo siento mucho. Ya sí, es una historia larga, Robert. ¿Qué mob ganó? Aún no, falta la segunda votación. Pero por ahora creo que va ganando el Glow Squid.
Hey friends, I made this. I walk here almost every day, and every time I see it and I see a lot of people spending time here, it's a very gratifying feeling. I just hope it will become real as soon as possible. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
I came up with a skate park idea and some trees surrounding the park.
It is possible to change the world and
It felt like I was being heard, and being heard and listened to is one of the best feelings that you can feel.
Ayudaron a la mejora de su ciudad. Qué bien.
I actually was able to go to Kosovo at the start of that project, and it's just amazing to see the transformation using Minecraft.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes.
Jens, you must have seen a lot of
Ahora es
amazing
cuando
things
me
because
parte
you're
un rayo.
about to
Truc.
hit your
Hablé demasiado.
10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in
¿Qué?
like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I have had so much fun.
Llevamos una hora de Minecraft, señores. Una hora.
Of course, I'm also a Minecraft player, and we're all like with the community, and in the end, it's really the players and the community that gives everything its purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And from myself as part of the community, I just want to say, like, thank you for the 10 years and all that you've done for
gracias
Minecraft.
por los
It's made
10
a
años
huge
de
difference
Minecraft.
in my
Qué
life,
bien.
and I think many people watching right now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jens.
¿Saben qué? Minecraft
Last
haya
year live,
renacido
we
de la
announced
manera que
another
lo hizo
update.
es muy bueno.
Maybe
Porque es
since
un
then
buen
you've been
juego.
wondering about what it would be like to
Y
attend
antes era muy
another ballet.
marginado solo
Wonder
jugar
no
eso.
more. Our friends at Element Animation will dance us through all the new Nether features.
A ver. Ya sé todo lo que está en el Nether, pero bueno, jaja. Sí, eso es cierto, sí se ponen a bailar, jaja. Esos no, pero los otros sí bailan. Se ponen en plan. No, el bruto. El piggy bruto, esa cosa tiene mucha vida. ¿Qué? ¿Es cierto que ahora hay más Endermans ahí? ¿Cuánto debe haber sido el tiempo de renderización de esa cosa? Yay, Nether. A ver, señores, a votar por los mobs otra vez.
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round which determined which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round.
A ver, ¿quién ganó?
And it was
¡No!
intense. But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell to the poor Moo Bloom. Then forget
No, la votó.
because it's time to vote again.
La votó sin más así. Le hizo.
To the Isolager
No.
and the Glow Squid. And in the first round,
No.
they were quite close. I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Moo Bloom will go. If you missed the first round of voting, make sure you get in on this one. It determines which one of these two makes it into Minecraft.
No, yo prefiero
I
mil
know who I'll be
veces
voting for.
el ¿cómo se
The
llama?
final voting
El
poll is
Isolager
live
que esa
now.
cosa.
This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft. So don't leave yourself out. Log into Twitter and go vote.
Chicos, voten por el Isolager. Vamos. Ya están subiendo el tweet. Yo sé. Ya, ¿tú qué haces?
Two of my favorite people. How about you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Fanny. I'm a developer on the Creator Assistance team, and what we do is create tools for our creator community.
Por favor.
And some of them are very visible, and we're going to talk about them
Quiero
later.
votar por el
Some
mob.
others are more behind the scenes, and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the schedule command that is coming out soon.
Vamos.
Yep. I'm Jason. I'm a developer in the engine team,
nuevo comando.
and we've been responsible for a lot of the modding type capabilities that have come to Bedrock over the last couple of years.
Este es el. Estos dos anunciaron que el año pasado iban a meter diferentes tamaños de las skins y demás.
To help make content for you.
Marketplace Creators, Nueva Zelanda. What? Ah, mi oreja. Mostrar más tweets. ¿Dónde está la votación?
I'm Beanie from Zombini, and I run a small studio based in California.
We create lots of marketplace content, and I've been making tutorials for the last 7 years to teach others
7
how to make
años
their own
creando
Minecraft
cosas para
skins.
Minecraft. F. Filipina.
Magandang umaga, Minecraft Live. My name is Mark from Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
15 años. Oh. Aguanta. What? Ok, eso se ve interesante. Ah, no. Son 15 personas, no 15 años. Jaja. Entendí mal.
Hi, Minecraft Live. This is Lizcraft, and we hope you like our stuff on the marketplace.
O sea, no paso mucho por el Marketplace porque más juego Java, pero se ve piola. Se ve piola.
Hey everyone, I cannot believe I'm part of Minecraft Live this year. My name is Yasser, aka StarkTMA from MC Texels, and we are super excited about the new updates.
¿Quién no? Es la Cave Update. ¡Qué bien! De Brasil. Sígueme de Brasil. No, mentira. Yo no vivo en Brasil.
Tem cerca de 5 participantes na nossa equipe. Somos todos brasileiros.
Ahí solo ayer. Oh, fue el primer voto. Fui el primer voto. Oh, qué bien. Fui el primer voto. Wow. Bueno, ya está abierta la votación, ya saben, voten por el Isolayer.
And the best part is all these features can be used by all creators. So what do you have to show us today?
Yeah, so for the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of work with the
No, va
entities
ganando.
in the game.
No,
So this time,
no puede
we've
ir ganando.
doubled
No,
down
no, no,
and
no, no
gotten
puede
it
ir
so that
ganando
we
Glow
focused
Squid.
on
Yo
items
quiero
in
el
box.
Isolayer, no el Glow
So
Squid.
as part of that, I've made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities.
A ver.
So over the summer,
¿Qué es eso?
everyone at Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home.
Tomate.
So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact, you can place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. You got a couple of them getting to the flower
Puede que
stage.
metan
Got a
tomate
few
al
now
juego,
that I can actually go
señores.
pick.
Y si no, eso es del
So in this case, I
Marketplace.
made them work like the sweet berry bush, where you can just right-click on them. But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to make them as something you can throw. So Quinn and I had some fun.
What?
We're throwing them around. It's harmless.
Vas a poder votar.
Yes, totally harmless.
Yeah.
No, van a ser como las bolas de nieve.
Mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well, and if they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it. So I'm gonna fight him off here. But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm gonna get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
Tomates, o sea, un arma que crece en los árboles, literalmente, jaja.
So with all of these new custom crops, creators can go and make some really cool
Ah, es custom,
kind of
no van a meter en el juego, qué
Definitely.
triste.
So like, I think crops are a great example of showing off
Qué
how they all
triste.
can kind of come together, because you get the items that you can get there.
Como voto, votas en Twitter. Apúrate, ya tienes 15 minutos para votar.
But they also have the
No,
ability to
va
get
ganando
events that are fired from things like a tick event.
el Glow
So
Squid,
as
eso no puede ser,
as that event is
señores.
fired, you can make the
Voten,
block run through multiple
voten todo a
stages of growth.
Isolayer. Yo confío en
And eventually
ustedes.
get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then get the
No,
tomato.
el Isolayer. Vamos a Isolayer, tú puedes.
Key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Tomo.
Little Tomo, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens.
Eso me interesa, tal vez en un futuro yo saque algo.
In addition to
Cuando aprenda programación.
blocks and items.
Ah.
In this case, as the flower is rotting,
Nel, ¿por
you
qué
can
Nel?
disappear that crop and also summon
No
a
quieres el
tomato
isolayer,
monster.
el glow squid es inútil y aparte te aseguro que solo va a aparecer en
I
el
can
mar.
totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventurous maps.
Yeah, like for example, the little adventure that
A
we
ver,
can show
mapas de
you, where
aventura.
we were going to the desert, and then we found this mysterious golden skull, and also an equally mysterious
referencia a Indiana
pedestal in
Jones.
the middle of the desert. So we decided to place our golden skull over there and see what happened. And yes, we have
Referencia
a mountain
Indiana
that
Jones.
is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring, and obviously we
Lightning
found
sword.
some creepy monsters inside.
¿Cómo
Luckily,
que?
we have our
Oh, mira,
trusty
un
custom
escorpión.
sword to fight them off.
Pero esa cosa está muy rota.
I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
Okay,
But
qué
that
bien.
pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we
Ya,
got it
¿cómo me
working
suscribo al
with
programa de
using the
creadores?
same
Jaja.
formats that we've been using for
No, el
the
glow
entities,
squid
so
no
the same
puede ser,
tools
está
people were
ganando.
using to build custom
No me digas
mobs,
eso,
they can use to
Robertito.
build the blocks.
No me digas
Oh, that's
eso.
cool. So you don't have to like
No,
learn a new skill.
va
You can just
ganando.
continue
It's almost identical.
That's awesome.
No,
And then I
no,
noticed
no,
on the
no,
hotbar
no.
with the
Voten
golden
por el
skull, there
isolayer.
was
Yo
like a
confío en
little
ustedes.
red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I
Vamos,
don't know
vamos,
if you find
vamos.
yourself sometimes just going through
Isolayer,
some
yo confío en
content and you
ti.
have this special
Isolayer,
item and then you
isolayer.
die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it
Chingado.
accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can
No,
actually lock
perdiendo.
something on your
No.
inventory, so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
So nice.
I was gonna say that makes it super easy because
Okay,
I've
ya,
definitely been in an
perfecto.
adventure map and I
El
lost
glow
the key on
squid va
accident,
ganando,
and then I
señores.
had to go
Esto
and,
no
know,
es
try
tan
and
bueno.
fix that.
Yes.
And then when you place the skull, there was a lot going on in the background.
Like there's three features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more
Pulpo
power
que
to
brilla.
creators with cameras. And this one is
No.
just a small one where
Ya
we
valió
just
madre,
shake
sí.
the screen.
F,
I don't know if
F
you
por el
noticed that
isolayer,
one.
señores,
And
F.
then you can help players convey something like there is an earthquake going on, or maybe something is about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new tool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get a dinosaur steps.
Yes. The
Dinosaurios.
second one that we
Acepto que
noticed
metieron
there
algo de
is,
Jurassic World al
structures.
al
You
Bedrock.
can now place them using commands. whereas
Piénsalo, puedes
before you
decorar
had to be
chido
using
con
a
el pulpo,
structure
ya,
block,
pero
which is
va a
more
estar
complicated
muerto.
and time
Y aparte
consuming.
moverle de
Now
un
you
lado a
can do it
otro,
much more
medio
easily.
difícil le veo, porque
And
los
as part of
pulpos
those
normales,
commands,
si
you
les
can now
tienes
animate the
unos
structure
10 segundos en
placement. For those
el
that
aire, se
noticed,
muere.
like the mountain was opening, and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those to add just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize those scorpions.
Yeah, well, the desert theme, it felt appropriate to bring them back. They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, but after watching that video for so long and ended up
Escorpiones de
having a nightmare
Minecraft,
about trying to rescue
imagínense.
my mom
Sería
from
muy
some,
bueno.
aliens riding scorpions, it was creepy.
Te le llevas con correa al fondo del mar y te sirve como linterna.
Yeah.
No.
Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through
¿Qué
it,
es eso?
but I'm pretty awful
Un mapa
at
de parkour.
So it took a few tries to get us
Sobre todo,
through.
no.
But at the beginning here, it's a pretty
No.
typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping.
Eso no.
But we definitely have some
Y aparte
twists
ya hay
up
otros
ahead.
mobs en
And
el
here's
agua y
kind of
las
the first
montañas
one
no
of-
tanto. Exacto,
Even I know I
exacto.
can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a
Es
Sliminator.
Sliminator, right?
So I'm pretty sure you know what to do here.
Oh.
So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. Make it up. So to get teleported to the next
Oh.
section, kind of make it along and see what next obstacle
Ya se puede
we
ver
have.
bajo el agua, no
Now
necesitamos
I
el
know
glow
the
squid,
chests have
exacto.
useful things in them. So we got a blockinator, and
Es
we'll
inútil.
throw that across and get a little platform. Now I can make this jump. Even I can make that jump.
Oh, Dios mío.
And we got the hot dog
Levitation
and Cyber
Saber,
Dog
dog.
and float up, but it poisoned me, so I needed to use the antidote to rescue me there.
Parkour,
Across
parkour,
and
parkour, señores.
get through here. Now we got a wall in the way.
Yeah.
So let's see what tool we have to get through the wall.
Guano. Varita.
And insta presto, and get through here. keep going along.
Parkour, señores,
Our
parkour.
last obstacle here, but I can see the teleport pad, but I can't quite get to it. But that shaft up above looks promising, along with the ladder.
Oh.
Go up.
Camino secreto.
Fall down. And block breaks. I can get to the teleporter. And Fanny's already there.
You made it.
Yay.
Yeah, finally.
Wow, that's
86
cool.
times.
I love just the aesthetic of that too as well, like all the art and things. So those teleport blocks, those seem like a really cool way to add like another level of immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah.
Ok, y esto es más de la Bedrock. Yo como un usuario constante de la Java, opino que esto se ve interesante, pero lo malo es que esto cuesta dinero real. O sea, en el marketplace creo que o sea, y todo funciona con monedas de Minecraft. Y eso cuesta dinero real, no te puedes ganar de ninguna forma.
That's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects.
Creo que,
for example,
creo que tú igual puedes subir tus cosas y ahí ganas.
And the fill command, right, to replace the blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so it's just small little simple things you can combine in lots of different ways and get a wide variety of results.
And even that blockinator allowed you to make that jump.
Yes.
And then I also saw that there was messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example
También
of
van
custom
a
food in
añadir
there,
cosas.
But
efectos a
in
los
addition to
mobs.
just satisfying hunger like a food normally does, you can add and remove mob effects. So we had the cyber dog that gave 3 effects: the levitation, nausea, and poison. And then we had the antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them. So unlike a bucket of milk that removes all mob effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
Yeah, and it seemed like you got, after you use that, or after you use the magic wand to get to that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but there was something else that was going on there.
Oh yeah, so there was the block that was in my way. So we made it so that another one of these events, similar to the on step on, is we also have an on fall on. So in this case, it was just an on fall on, and you can set what distance you want the event to trigger. So you have to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that. And when you land on it, you then break the block, similar
el
to
glow
what
squid
the
no
tomato
vale la
had
pena.
and other things that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and it seemed like it
No
took
vale la
you
pena el glow
quite a few
squid.
tries to make it through, but
Pero
you
ya
was
ganó.
able to do it first
Qué
try.
triste, amigos.
Yes, unlike others, 86 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one new feature that we have is that on raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are on
Good
Pinterest
job,
at that
algo
moment,
mayor.
and also show scores.
Solo moriste
like in this case,
86
we were tracking how many
veces.
times
Ajá.
Mayor was dying.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming on to the stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools.
Bueno, ahí
and new features that
básicamente
are
dice
coming out.
gracias por venir
And
y
with
ahora
these new
veamos
features,
quién
there's
ganó.
going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
A ver, aquí viene lo interesante, creo.
Remember,
No.
GDL will not be held responsible in the event of a likely death.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Capaz? ¿Qué es esto?
Your descent will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, carreras espaciales. No. More cave update. Esto se viene la chido, señores. Esto es lo interesante. Lo interesante. Muy bien, muy bien. Ah, el nuevo modo.
Agnes and Nir from the vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is
Veamos,
coming to the
veamos,
Caves and the
veamos.
Cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Hey.
How does it feel?
It's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Más tweets. ¡Qué bien! Es que,
Oh yeah.
¡qué bien! Estalactitas, estalagmitas, nuevos biomas. ¡Qué bien, señores! ¡Qué bien!
And the boredom. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
¡Qué bien!
So cool.
Nir, you recently
Among
joined
Guru.
the
No,
Mojang
no, no, no.
Studios
Eso sí
team.
no. Eso sí no,
Yes,
Robertito.
I joined this
¿Cómo?
year, but honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened. And not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that, I got to work on some of those things. So
qué bien, este hombre era un entusiasta.
But yeah, I've been
trabaja en Mojang.
developing games for a few years now.
Bien.
And more recently, I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like he takes kids from areas
Eso
of
está muy bien,
conflict all around the
señores.
world
Los juegos no
and
hacen
sits
la
them down to
violencia,
play
hacen la paz.
Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? And it was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, I know all the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes and I, and we both were like, and it's so, so cool.
Lo siento.
Absolutely beautiful. So in this update, you've been really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, there are even more things to show. And in
Perdón.
the things we showed so far, it's a lot about like improving the journey underground.
Ay, señores, casi muero atragantado por no sé qué.
And one of them are crystals.
Cristales. A ver. Cristales, señores. Oh. Amatista, señores. Wow. Cristal. Wow. Oigan, esto se ve súper bien. Batman got the virus. Pinches cheese gringos.
They're so beautiful.
Me siento nepetrado. ¿Por qué? Por los cristales.
It's incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode.
Wow.
It's like mystical. They're so
Esos
pretty.
cristales se vieron muy bien, muy
Thinking
bien.
a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft, and one thing is like
Okay,
they
¿para qué
should have
sirven?
a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. But the other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be
Va a añadir
rare,
experiencia al
so when you
explorar,
find
lo que me
them,
encanta
it's really
hacer.
gonna be like magical, because they're just beautiful, and you know when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Yeah, it's just we talked before about
Qué
the
chévere,
pillar
o sea,
of
cuando caminas por los
underground marvel.
cristales va a
I feel
sonar
they're just
clink,
the
clink, clink.
perfect
Qué
feature
bien,
for that
señores, qué
sort of
bien.
pillar, right?
Qué bien.
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out
Espérame,
ways
tengo
of
que
transferring those
hacer
items
algo
from place to
porque si
place.
no
And
voy a morir.
I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about
Un momento,
finding
ya
all
vuelvo.
of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
Oh, un telescopio. Telescopio. Señores, esto es muy bueno. Un telescopio. Un telescopio. Van a meter un telescopio. Qué bien.
That is amazing.
What the fuck?
It's such a useful item. Super cool. And the cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more.
Tus
and
patas.
that's also a new thing that we added.
¿Qué otra cosa añadieron? ¿Qué? Copper. ¿Qué es eso? ¡Cobre! Cobre, creo que... Sí, es cobre. Oh. Cobre, señores.
It's copper.
Ya tienes el zoom del Optifine.
Yes, it's new ore.
No me importa, los telescopios se ven útiles.
In the video. And a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining.
Que dice que el cobre se genera de
and then
manera
you see some
diferente.
stone, it's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine, and then you find another copper ore, and you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft, and like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace
de lo
when you
que
mine,
los
and they tie so well to
minerales
the
antes se
pillar we
generaban
have
en
about
plan
adding strategy
así, o sea, en bolita, ahora se van a hacer en plan como venas. Eso está bien, eso está muy bien.
Since you start, maybe
7 espectadores, wow.
You mentioned that
Este es el máximo del canal, gracias.
Well, maybe a few times. But yes, so I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here, and we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well. So, you know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green.
Oh, el cobre se va a oxidar.
It's so cool because it
El
actually
cobre
adds
se va a
history
oxidar.
to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
Oh. Se oxida el cobre, wow. O sea, eso sí, no lo vi venir. Oh. Se oxida. Hola, Nico.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope.
Bienvenido
you
al
actually have
directo.
another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So,
Qué bien,
Jens
señores.
talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft. And one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me.
Might.
It's not at all like my.
O sea, está diciendo que mucha gente construye los techos de madera, incluyéndome, y esta man construye techos de lana.
Yeah, so to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
Lightning rod. A ver, ¿qué es eso? Un pararrayos. ¿Podría ser eso un pararrayos? A ver, veamos. Oh, sí, es un pararrayos. Eso puede ser muy útil. Que en un server que tengo ya se quemó una casa por un rayo.
That is very useful.
Patmau, hazme un Nico Nico Ni. Hola, el máster del basurero. Ok, esta va para Robertito. Nico Nico Ni. Ahora, úsalo con sabiduría, que no lo voy a volver a hacer.
And it wasn't peaceful, and we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our house was gone.
Hola, Peter Griffin con García.
Because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no endermen. So what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think
eso es muy útil. El pararrayos sí es útil.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wool roof.
Good. Good.
Now you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Mochila,
So,
mochila,
as you know, we keep
mochila,
adding new blocks and
mochila.
new items all the time. And
Vamos,
that
vamos,
do
vamos.
create a bit
Mochila,
of
8
an inventory
espectadores,
problem.
gracias.
And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite
Mochila,
a lot
vamos,
how we
vamos,
can
vamos,
solve
vamos.
it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution. We want it to be balanced. And
Mochila
we
vanilla,
actually have an
mochila
item in
vanilla,
this
vamos,
update
vamos,
that would
vamos.
be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
¿Qué? ¿Qué es un bundle? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Es una cantimplora? Ah, no, es una bolsa. Oh. Puedes meter un stack de cosas. De cualquier material. Oh, that's amazing. O sea, bolsitas, qué bien, qué bien. O sea, ahí no les puedes organizar como otras cosas, pero eso es muy útil, eso es muy útil.
Bundles.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution.
Sí, pero los shulkers se consiguen literal al final del juego. Los rayos me mataron a los aldeanos del perma por el Death Ray, no.
A lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build.
Wow.
That's like something
Amigos,
shulkers help with.
este ha sido el mejor directo.
There's a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like
sí, eso siempre me pasa, se me llena el inventario. Oxio, ya no damos bolsitas.
Right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take these 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle.
Esto es muy bueno. De hecho, es súper bueno.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like
Dios santo, creo que la calidad del audio está mejor que la del video. 8 espectadores, sí, gracias, muchas gracias a todos los que están viendo.
I think it's really going to be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper, and then you can give it to your friend.
That's so cool. We've talked so much today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once the sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that it's gonna model it and animate it
7
to make it
espectadores,
alive.
igual está bastante bien. Ay,
My
no,
job is
ese
to
nuevo mod,
bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding. I love it.
I make the pixel art of the blocks, and usually when I create a block texture for a new rock type, it's going to be a lot.
Este es el que crea las texturas.
50 iterations of one block because I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like pour a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
Nice.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box.
Este Minecraft estuvo buenísimo.
I've been working on this exciting new mob. This new mob will be the cutest predator ever existed in Minecraft.
Cutest Predator. Le tengo miedo porque esa cosa suena feo. Suena feo esa cosa.
I hope that the
Y aparte
community
es
is
gigante.
really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that
Jaja,
they're
taza de
excited to
Minecraft.
see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think
Vamos,
about
el
all
nuevo
of the
mob.
different
Díganlo.
jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers, and we all like across
Digan
the show.
el
There's
nuevo
so many
mob,
different
señores. Yo sé
types
que
of
ustedes
roles
pueden.
that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place, and specifically
8
working with the art team is
No,
amazing.
eso es algo que haría en 30 años.
You throw one idea to me here, and he draws something, and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process, and actually, I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Arqueología.
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system.
Arqueología en Minecraft.
In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world.
Vas a encontrar excavaciones.
This new tool called the brush
sí,
that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites. So you come to
Señores,
one of
esto
these ancient
es
structures,
épico
and you
momento
can sort of
gamer.
use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those structures. And sometimes you might even find something shiny
Arqueología.
inside them. But, and this is important, if you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story
O
side
sea,
of the
vas a poder hacer eso en los bloques.
we
O
often
sea,
talk
pero es...
about that we want to
Wow,
deepen
wow,
the
wow,
mystery
wow.
in
Qué bien, qué bien.
Minecraft.
Esto es
And when
muy...
you find these hidden
O sea,
artifacts,
no,
you
no
kind
son
of
fósiles,
find, like,
eso es de
connections
civilizaciones
and
antiguas,
hints.
pero qué
And
bien,
we
señores.
will never tell the full story, but these will inspire the players to tell their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly.
Wow.
I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an
O sea,
exhibition
el concepto
that
ese de que
someone built for
aparezcan
this, where
sitios
he
de
can
excavación en
compare all
cualquier
the
parte del
different clues
mundo,
he finds,
que tú
right, and
puedas
try
ir
to
descubriendo
preserve
poco a
whatever
poco qué
was
tienen
down
los bloques,
here,
me parece súper
and he
bien,
can
chicos. En serio,
compare
wow.
what we found with whatever new thing and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see
y vas a poder
those pieces
como
connected
armar
in a
la
clay
vasija,
pot,
qué
actually
bien.
trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots because
What?
you can
¿Y
put
por
the
qué lo vas a
shards in,
aprender?
like, in any way you want.
Exactly, and when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up, and you have your own painted clay pot.
Pretty. So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Wow.
Yeah, the
O sea,
art
tú
we're
vas a
saying
poder
is
hacer tus
still work in
propias
progress,
ollitas
but I
de
personally like the
los
dragon. I think it's cute.
de los pedazos de
programmer art,
cerámica
isn't
que vas
pretty.
encontrando. Wow.
Yeah, you know, the problem is the artists are way too good. Right? They just make us look bad. I don't know.
Qué bien, señores, qué bien.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
Sí, sí, eso mismo,
I'm
es
so
increíble.
excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world.
Wow.
And it's been, honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself.
Qué bien,
that
señores,
their
mi
passion
sueño
sort
de
of
niño
stuck
se
to
va a
me.
poder volver
And it was so
realidad en
amazing to
Minecraft.
learn more about this,
Qué
and
bien.
I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology
Ay,
even more.
ese hombre está
Yeah,
emocionadísimo, qué
it's
bien.
honestly really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists. And actually, we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing.
Bueno, ahí dijo que básicamente van a sacar una serie en YouTube que va a ser un diario de los developers, de los creadores, que es cómo hablaron con los arqueólogos y demás.
Over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you going to tell us about it now?
Yes,
No,
now we're
no,
gonna
de
tell
nuevo,
you.
no.
It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
Cutest Predator. ¿Cuál? Axolotes. ¡Ajolotes! Los ajolotes, los... Estos peces... ¡Esos! ¡Oh, qué bonitos! ¡Ajolotes, señores! ¡Oh! Sí, parecen mods. Sin duda parecen mods.
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like...
No. Ajolotes, señores. Ajolotes.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really want it to have like its own unique character. We want it to have purpose. And it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we
Lol,
actually
qué
had a
cute los
brainstorm with the
ajolotes,
team.
sí, qué cute.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna add
Bonito.
goats, but we want to add another animal. And
Otro
then one
animal.
of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes,
Yes, this right
perfect.
now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that.
Eso está bien,
so that's
que
also a good thing.
ya es el, no sé,
Yes,
creo,
like with the bees,
quinto,
that's a good
sexto,
example.
no sé, animal en peligro de
Yeah,
extinción
so
que
the
meten a
axolotls,
Minecraft.
as
Ya
you saw
están
in
las
the
pandas, las
video, they
tortugas,
live in the lush caves,
las
and they really
abejas
add a lot
y
of
este,
life to the lush caves.
los delfines.
And there's also a bucket of axolotls.
I didn't think it could get
Puedes
cuter.
capturarlos. No.
That is so cute. I don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute. So when you're, you're
Los puedes
walking around
capturar.
in the lush cave and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe
Te los puedes
you
llevar
bring
y
them to
los
your
pones
ocean
en tu acuario.
adventure.
Qué bien, señores, qué bien. Ajolotes. ¿Son mascotas? ¿Le pueden disparar a un guardián? Le atacan a los guardianes.
Now I see why you're calling them the cutest predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various. Well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back help and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperate with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
O sea, hasta te pueden curar. Wow.
Okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like a dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest highs of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We have this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is like super scary and challenging.
I guess we can't forget our little goat in there. It's kind of the in-between.
Yeah, we
la
shouldn't
cabra.
forget the goat. I guess it's in between. It is still very cute, but in between. No one can be as cute as the axolotl.
No, I don't think so. Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a
Ya
look
sabemos
back
quién
at some
ganó.
of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
Todo lo que se vio, el warden, esa cosa me da miedo. Nuevos biomas para las cuevas. O sea, que las cuevas se vean así, qué bien. Parece el Nether con agua, pero qué bien. Cabras. Un DLC para Minecraft Dungeons. Oh, los cristales, señores. El cobre. Se oxida el cobre, eso es chévere. Herramientas para los creadores. Más herramientas para los creadores. Sí, muy piola todo, realmente. ¡Ajolotes! Si vieron, aún no tienen listo el nombre. Bueno, eso sale el próximo año, señores. Qué bien.
Before we get to our mob vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. when are we going to get the caves and the cliffs update?
¿Cuándo?
It's a good question. So we plan to release it summer 2021.
No,
and this actually
verano
is
del
really
2021.
good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always have so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Bueno,
Amazing. And the
en
community
junio del próximo año, si es
decided
que
on
todo
a
sale
new
bien, tal
mob
vez me vean
that will
jugando la
enter the
Cave
game.
Update.
So, which one of you gets to do the honors today?
So I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Ganó el Glow Squid, guácala.
Can I look first?
You're gonna know before everyone else.
Ganó el Glow Squid, qué mal, señores.
It's the Glow Squid!
No.
Wow.
Inútil. Muda.
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
No,
I
wow.
was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes, like I didn't expect it at all, but it's great. And glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like
Exactly.
the atmosphere.
They fit this update so well.
En las cuevas,
Like,
es que no le veo.
It's all dark in the caves, and then you see the glow squids swimming around. It will be so good.
Beautiful. Can they be friends with the axolotls?
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The axolotls might actually attack the glow squid.
Oh no.
We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to get work on all of the things that we've shown in the show.
Yeah.
For all of you watching, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you.
Nos
From
están
all of us at
agradeciendo
Mojang
por
Studios, thank you
jugar
so
Minecraft,
much.
básicamente por ser de las mejores comunidades, pero tener otro... Todo piola, qué bien, señores. Qué bien. Qué emoción, señores. Qué emoción, realmente. Ver tanta cosa que van a meter al juego me hace tan feliz, ¿no saben? Me hace muy feliz. Muy feliz. 45 subs, pero no veo 45 espectadores. Sí, yo tampoco. No, pero realmente, gente, gracias por pasarse. No sé, ¿qué opinan? ¿Les gustó la Minecon? Robertito y otros 5 espectadores, ¿qué opinan? ¿Les gustó la Minecon? Yes, no, ¿por qué? Sí, tal vez, no. A mí, en lo personal, me gustó mucho. Anunciaron la Cave Update, nuevos biomas para las cuevas, nueva generación de cuevas. Esto de las excavaciones. Y wow, realmente wow. Me encantó. O sea, la del año pasado fue Nether y demás. Yo dije, wow, nuevos materiales, nuevos mobs, pero solo va a ser el Nether, nada el Overworld, ni nada. Pero ahora, las cuevas y las montañas, señores, wow. Yo sí me lo esperaba, la verdad. Pensé que iba a ser la End Update. La End Update ya la hicieron, creo. Eso fue la End City, creo. Pero bueno. No sé, señores, gracias por pasarse. Realmente esto fue un directo de casi 2 horas. Sí, 2 horas. Qué mal. 2 horas bien. No, 3 horas, creo. A ver, empezamos 10. Ya es la 1. Sí, 3 horas de directo. Qué mal. Pero realmente qué bien. Nos fue bastante bien. Casi 7 espectadores casi todo el directo. Nada mal, la verdad. Gracias por pasarse. Ya saben, si quieren... Si les caigo bien y demás, síganme en mis redes sociales que todas están en la descripción acá abajo. Ya saben, gracias por pasarse, realmente gracias. Esto fue una experiencia muy chévere ver la main con ustedes. Ya saben, gente, los quiero. Cuídense. Adiós. Sí, Robertito, empecé a las 11, no sé contar, discúlpame.